really kills me about UFOs and alien life is that SETI set up this listening station in America to see what can be out there. They had the WOW thing in 1977 where they think they heard something, but it was gone again in a second. But basically, the people looking for it have found nothing. Those who aren't looking for it, it basically breaks in through their doors to find them. They look out the window, there's an alien looking back in at them. They go for a walk with the dog, they're attacked by a spaceship. They're everywhere if you aren't looking for them. So, one of our listeners got in touch with the show during the show the other day. His name's Clem, and he joins me now. Clem, good morning. How are you today?
All right, Tom. How are you?
Very well. So, where exactly are you now, Clem?
Well, I'm in the Westmeath area.
Yeah, Multi-Farnham, I believe.
Multi-Farnham, yeah.
Very good. So, before now this incident, were you interested in UFOs? Were you skeptical?
Well, I did have an interest when I was young. I was attracted to the whole idea of aliens. I'd read comics about aliens, and I'd love the song. That song, I remember the song the Carpenters calling occupants of interplanetary craft.
Yeah.
Other songs, I lost my heart to a starship trooper, and just songs like that. The ears would prick up when I'd hear them, you know.
Yeah, so you were open to it.
I was open to that Space or by Sheila B. Devotion, that kind of thing, and anything of that nature.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it was a calling or something like that, and I'd collect stuff that had anything to do with aliens, like the Xbox, the X-Files, the box set, and not the Xbox, the X-Files box set, and the Zig and Zag mugs and T-shirts, and there's a young fella at the Space Hopper, and I had a few of them, and I'd actually keep the wrappers from the Mars bars and Milky Ways and Star bars, and you name it, you know.
So you were well up for it. You were well into the aliens.
It was just attracted to it, and then what really got me going was the film with I can't the name, but now Sigourney Weaver was in it, and
aliens.
She was attacked by a mad little yoke in the ship in the space. I think it was called Working Girl or something like that. And,
that might have been Aliens.
What?
I think that might have been Aliens.
Was it Alien?
Yeah, I think that was the name of it.
Right. Okay. Well, that's it. And so that really got me going, and that. So now I started doing my own research, and I wanted to reach out, if you know what I mean. Like,
so you were looking for them, really?
Well, I think they're out there, and I wanted to. So what I would do, like, is I'd send out messages to look for extraterrestrial life. I'd send signals into space. Now, at the moment, like, I have a modified transmitter made from an old twin-tub washing machine, and I hook up the batteries to a Honda Civic using jump leads, you know, and I'd send out a series of beeps and bleeps and through a parabolic antenna, you know. Then I would send the message out, and then I'd have a transistor radio on the dashboard. Yeah. So that would be set to static, you know.
Yeah.
And I'd wait for a message back.
Right.
That'd be it.
And anything ever come back?
Well, I'd have sounds like there would be interesting sounds like occasionally like a you know like a you know like that kind of a sound coming over the airways. Now it's probably an alien, I'd say. Now it could do sound a bit like it could be sound like you know when you're sending a message off on the mobile phone, or it interferes with it. But I would have the mobile phone turned off most of the time, so I would say that's solid proof there is something out there, you know.
Right. It doesn't take an awful lot to convince you, Clem, by the sounds of it.
Well, I don't think we're alone in the universe, Tom. If you have that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That idea in your mind, like I think there's a planet out there with life on it, and it wouldn't be the kind of life we'd recognise, I suppose. Right. It might just be, there might be just brains just floating around without a body, or they might have evolved to get rid of the body, because, you know, let's face it, the body is the one thing that gives us trouble, isn't it? Like, it's achy joints and bad backs and stomach pains, and so they'd probably, in the future, we'd get rid of the body, and they'd just have a brain with a couple of eyes sticking out of it, so you can see when you're floating around, you know, that kind of thing.
So we don't know, though. But listen, what happened? There was an incident.
Yes. Now, this is what I was rang about, because I was coming home, like, after, I was at race night in Knockjordan GA Club to raise funds for the all-weather pitch, and I took a shortcut. On the way home, I took a shortcut through the Mel Industrial Estate. Now, I just set the scene for you because it's industrial estate, but be fairly well abandoned at this junction, you know. Right. And it'd be fairly run down, let's say. So there I was on my way home, and I felt the need to answer the call of nature, if you know what I mean. So there I am, standing there going about my business, and I'm looking across what used to be the yard behind Murray's plant hire, you know. Yeah. And I'd see a sort of roundy looking yoke floating in the air, like like a big whale floating in the sky. Yeah. A giant whale off a bicycle, and floating in the sky, and beside it, floating in the air as an alien.
Yeah.
Actually, an alien. Now, he looked like a small or a large shoe painted luminous yellow.
Right.
From 100%. Now, this was an alien life form.
It wasn't just a shoe hanging over a wire.
It looked like that, but it was an alien life form, you know.
Okay, right.
Now, I had a fair few points on board and all that, but
Yeah.
still, I knew in the back of my mind, this is serious, Clem.
Yeah.
You better mind yourself here,
Yeah.
okay?